in this lecture, we have prevented duplication of our funders. Basically, what we are doing, we are just keeping addresses and bools in the mapping, and we are checking if there is such an address. If it's not, then we are adding this address with a true value into the mapping. In this lecture, we'll retrieve all of the funders and also funder at some specific index. Okay, so what we are going to do, we will going to create a second mapping, which will keep uints and the addresses and as we had it before. So simply, first thing here, if you are still keeping these functions in your clipboard, so you can go back here, so you can go steps back here, we can retrieve these functions because we will actually need them. We'll be just reworking the variables here. So if you still have this in a clipboard, just go step back and get all funders and get funder at the index back. If not, just copy it from my code or just write it now. Okay, so I will copy this mapping and I will be keeping here a mapping of uint, and address. And this will be actually my funders. So I will copy it, I will call it actually LUT funders for a lookup table. Okay, LUT means a lookup table funders. Okay, LUT funders. Okay, and now when we are adding funder, we are not keeping only here Boolean value, but also we will get here our funder at some specific index. So I'll write here under this line, I'll write here funders LUT. So actually LUT funders at index. Okay, number of funders actually, not the index, but number of funders. I will provide here message.sender. Actually, we are keeping here funder, so we don't need to write here message sender. We just simply add here funder and semicolon here. So now we have this lookup table, and we can use this lookup table here in get all funders, lookup table, and here we can get funder at index again, lookup table, and this should prevent the duplications. And we are just keeping this extra funders mapping address and a value of a bool just to prevent duplication. So we are checking if there is such an address in this mapping. All right, guys, there's also other solutions how we can go with this, but let's keep this one here. All right, let's save everything and let's try it out. Okay, so go to terminal, you know what to do. We need to remigrate. Okay, so I'll write here truffle migrate dash reset, and we will try it out. We will add here first two funders and then we'll retrieve them. Okay, so let's get back here, get an instance. Okay, I'll clear it out. I'll write here truffle console. Let's get here instance first. After instance is created, we'll get here two funds. One. Let's go with the second one. Two. Okay, now let's get all of the funders. So let's get all of funders working. We have here two funders, and the first funder is has a 0 address. So first funder doesn't exist for some reason, and the second funder is C6. So that's our first funder address. Okay, so something is definitely wrong here. I made some mistake, guys. So let's go back to our congators. Okay, I think issue will be in incrementation here. Yes, so number of funders I'm incrementing here, but this will get incremented, and this incremented number I will store here. So I'll be starting from the index of 1 actually, and not a 0. So if you want to start from the index of 0, you need to write here into local variable uint, let's say index, and this will first assign the 0, and then we'll increment it. So then I will do this like you can like we have done before, and now it should be fine. So again, unfortunately, we need to remigrate. So back here, shut it down and truffle migrate reset. Let's prepare the lines to copy this instance. Okay, I'll clear the screen. I'll write here truffle console, and we will be copying commands. Okay, so instance, now to funds. First, the second one, and now get all of the funders. Okay, so let's get here all the funders. Now it should be fine. Yeah, now we have all of the funders. Perfect. So now it's working. We can also try to get a funder on some specific index. Oops. Oh, this is again get all funders. I need to copy it. Okay, index 0 working. Index 1. Let's say index 2. No, we don't have anybody on the index of 2. Okay, it's working. Let's add more funders. So let's create a duplication. So basically, let's add here first funder. I will add it multiple times, okay? So I'll clear it out. I'll add here one more time. So I should have here now 4 funders, but 3 transactions I have made was from the same address. So let's see what I will get here when I will get all of the funders. Okay, you can see I'm still keeping here only 2 addresses here in my get all of my funders. So I will be not creating multiple funders in my array. So that's thanks to this check here. If the funders is already in mapping, we will be not adding this duplication of address. Alright guys, so yeah, that's gonna be it from this lecture. Let's get a break here. If you have any questions, ask, and let's continue in the next one. Cheers.